Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves. At power forward, Kyle Anderson. At point guard, Mike Conley. At the other forward position, Jaden McDaniels. At center, Rudy Gobert. At the other guard position, Anthony Edwards. The head coach of the visiting team is Chris Finch. And now, the starting lineup for your Orlando Magic. At guard, 6'4", number 14, Gary Harris. At center, 6'10", number 34, Wendell Carter Jr. At guard, 6'3", number 20, Markelle Fultz. At forward, 6'10", number 22, Franz Wagner. At forward, 6'10", number 5, Paolo Banchero.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, probably doing exactly what they hoped. Took some time to develop from a chemistry standpoint, but now it seems like they've got it firing on all cylinders.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wing set for them, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Filling the perimeter slots, it's Harris and Wagner. And it's Fultz in at the point. You know what stands out, Clark, with both of these teams is their speed and their athleticism.
And because of those things, Kevin, it's going to be about limiting fast break opportunities. That'll be a key for both of these squads. Taking care of the ball, always a critical factor, and then being able to stay clear of those momentum-changing plays.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. They were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a number one pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
And he knocks down the first one. Some people see the Orlando Magic as a team, Clark, with a very high ceiling. How about you?
Lots of potential there. No question about it, Kevin, and plenty of room for growth. The challenge is going to be corralling that and moving it in the right direction. You know, it could take longer than people expect or want it to, so you got to be patient in this situation.
And Edwards drops them both. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, a 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
It's tipped, stolen by Conley. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Harris against Edwards. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Anderson can't get it to go. And Wagner drives in. The shot that time not on target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the paint, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Harris. The drive by Gobert.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Banchero. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
No stopping Banchero that time. I mean, he just muscles his way through the foul.
Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft, Paolo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passing it, and endless potential offensively.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
An aggressive defender, Carter Jr., also excels at using those physical advantages he has to turn shots back.
Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 7 points in the game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Edwards against Harris. Out left of the wing. Conley left side. He feeds it to McDaniels. Fires the three. Orlando grabs the miss. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Now, here's McDaniels. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Conley for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Now Fultz hasn't made one yet. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Banchero.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Edwards passes to Gobert. He kicks it to McDaniels. Conley for 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Now, here's Banchero. 9 points last game out. Pass to Fultz. To the inside. Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Gobert with a screen on Fultz. Inside. Shoots it up. Out to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. They lead by 4. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Kicks it to McDaniels. Harris against Edwards. Jacks up a 3. A nice shot by McDaniel.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Carroll has screen on Conley. Carter outside to the middle. Stolen by Anderson. To the inside. There's McDaniels. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. And the Magic making a change here. Anthony's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Six to shoot. Carter sets the pick for Fultz. Just his first attempt. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here is Conley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Pass to Alexander Walker. Conley with the screen on Anthony. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. And another three for Minnesota.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
The Magic trail by 5. Inside. Will it go? And there's Fultz on the assist by Anthony.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Conley. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. There's the screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Jalen Suggs comes in for Fultz. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Anderson. And it's Shake Milton in for McDaniels. And Minnesota has possession. It's a three-point game. Oh, the lob to Gobert. It's stolen by Carter. Anthony against Conley. Anthony looking it over. There's the dish to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks to Suggs. Milton grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 3. Down low. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Passes it to Reid. Ball's knocked loose. Isaac with the steal. Banchero dishes to Anthony. Isaac outside. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Isaac's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
Part of the job description as a guard, but Anthony relishes the chance to get his teammates good looks.
Conley against Anthony. Beyond the arc. And it's Michael Conley with a three. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Anthony against Conley. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by the Magic. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play. Finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And there's the pass to Conley. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Pass to Milton. Passes to Alexander Walker. And he misses his first shot. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Back to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Releases. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these spots. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again.
The previous play is under review.
Guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
On the court for Minnesota, Edwards is out there with Reed. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Suggs. Still yet to score. Count that bucket. And the Magic lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Edwards, that's good.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the #1 overall pick in the draft, but Paolo Banchero said, I'm just letting the game come to me. Not trying to press or reach a certain statistical milestone, just making the right plays, taking the right shots, competing, and bringing it every day on defense. Kevin, he thinks that approach is paying off.
Oh, David, it sure is. Thank you for the report.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Timberwolves making a change here. Minot's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 4. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Edwards from the arc. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter. Great. You look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
Now here's Edwards. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Reed, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Reed's got his first points in this one.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Anthony, the pass to Okeke. Wagner outside. Wagner on the wing. Cans it from downtown. Wagner's got 5.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
Edwards with it. Picked up by Suggs. Edwards, that's good. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Anthony on the wing, defended by Milton. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession for the Magic. Harris comes in for Okeke, and it's Fultz in for Jalen Suggs. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Edwards against Anthony. Edwards drives in. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Rudy Gobert.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
And he can't get the first one.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Good on the second free throw. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
And you know, Fultz has a nice feel for when to let the mid-range J go. I mean, showing a real desire to make this a deadly part of his game.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 10. The offensive rebound, McDaniels, off target at the rim.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Can't cash in from close range.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Edwards inside, Anthony on him. And Anderson kicks to McDaniels. That 3 off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Fultz finds Wagner. Harris looking it over. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shot clock at 6. Floats one. That one falls. Edwards got 12.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Fultz. The teardrop falls in. He's got 6.
A tricky shot that time from Fultz, but somehow He makes the floater look rather effortless there.
Milton against Fultz. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Milton. There's a good screen. Orlando grabs the miss. Now here's Fultz. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. Here's Harris. Back to Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. And the three off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Reed. Dishes it to Edwards. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
And that one misses. And as we're into the middle of the season now, GA, how much of a rhythm are teams in for their day-to-day activity?
I mean, most teams should have found their flow by now, and they know their rotations, and guys are in the groove of the season. I mean, that's not the case for every team, unfortunately.
Now here is Conley. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Gobert with a screen on Carter. Conley dishes to Gobert, and that one good. Gobert's got his second bucket.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
He's checked in for the Magic. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Banchero. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And when it comes to 3-and-D guys, Clark, Gary Harris has been in that mix for a while.
Yeah, he stretches the floor for you offensively and defensively. He's going nose to nose with whoever he's guarding. Doesn't back up a bit. He's a valuable combo guard to have in your rotation.
2 points. That one goes. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Now, here's Suggs. Tight defense on him. Over in the corner, Banchero. The pass to Fultz. Carter sets the pick for Fultz. Out to Carter. There's the triple. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists tonight.
Carter Jr. moves well without the ball and positions himself nicely for catch and shoot chances.
Now here is Conley. He's got 9. Pass to McDaniels. And again, it's Minnesota.
McDaniel saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Conley against Fultz. Count it. Fultz has got 6 points in the quarter.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And now, please welcome the 407.
Wagner's checked in for Jalen Suggs.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Banchero. He's getting around 20 points per, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
A minute 42 left to play here in the second quarter. Wagner with it, working on McDaniels. Wagner passes to Carter, and it's all evened up. And that's now 9 points for Wendell Carter.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Now here is Conley. 9 points in the game so far. Right wing. Kicks to McDaniels. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Fultz with the ball. 8 points for him. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Orlando Magic is rolling out with some long and rangy athletes. They've got some size and the foundations of an identity. One scout recently said, everyone talks about playing positionless basketball, but they're the only ones who have really said, what the heck, let's do it. Kevin?
They've got a type, don't they, David? Thank you.
At the line for one.
One shot.
The free throw drops for McDaniels. Clark, in recent years, Orlando's been one of the league's bigger teams.
Well, you can see clearly, Kevin, that the front office prioritizes length. You don't ever have to really worry about them playing small ball.
Minnesota leading by 3. And Anderson kicks to Conley. Here's McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Assisted by
16 points for Jaden McDaniels. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Out to the right wing. Wagner outside. Back to Fultz. Launches a 3. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And a huge 3 there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. In the Eastern Conference, Joel Embiid.
Embiid beats you with that versatility. He can score from anywhere on the floor, rebounds with the best of them, and he defends at a high level.
I mean, what more can you ask for, Shaq, huh? Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
You love how they've come in here and taken charge. Hostile crowd, but these guys are blocking out the noise.
Yeah, they came in prepared for this, and the results have been outstanding.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Minnesota in the lead. Filling the perimeter slots, it's Harris and Wagner. Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. And it's Fultz in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Now, here's Banchero. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Now Fultz. Back to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. 4 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. That's good from Fultz on the assist from Banchero. Fultz has got it all tied up now for the Magic. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Pass to Anderson. But Trey connects from 3-point range. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
Fultz against Conley. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 points this quarter. Minnesota's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Gobert finds Edwards. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Banchero against Anderson. Banchero outside. Wagner on the wing. McDaniels defending. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Wagner.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
So Clark, looking back at the 2021 draft, Franz Wagner, the 8th overall pick.
And, you know, he very well might turn out to be the best of the bunch, Kevin. He's 6'9", really can shoot it. But I think his activity and playmaking, perhaps his best attributes. Creates for others as a 6'9" wing guy, and that's valuable for any team.
Gobert with the block.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That is no basket. That's number 3. He has made 11. Banchero dishes to Fultz. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Edwards drawing the double team. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Gobert, and he banks in the layup. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Start it.
For your 407 dance team.
Halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You look at the Timberwolves. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move.
And I think for Minnesota, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Banchero outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 5. McDaniels finds Edwards. There's the 3. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 19 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Fultz against Conner. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. They need this. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Takes a step back. Edwards drawing the double team. And here's Conley outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Fultz has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the pass to Banchero. He kicks it to Harris. And here's Carter. From 6 away. Misses off the right iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to McDaniels. Takes the 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Wagner. Lets it go with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Anderson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Edwards. Conley with the screen on Wagner. Has to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Conley's got 12.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Attention Magic fans, coming onto the hardwood now is your 3-2-1 hype. Let them hear it.
Anthony's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. To the paint, trying to get something going. Not that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Anthony.
Keeping his eyes locked in on the rim, Anthony made that hard shot look easy.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley. Gobert's got 8 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
You know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
Conley finds Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 12. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
He gets it in there. He's got 14.
Getting it done in the paint. Banchero using his big frame to carve out space inside.
Conley against Fultz. Now here is Conley. He's covered closely. The 3-ball. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Fultz. Out to Anthony. Pass to Harris. The 9-foot shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Left side, Anderson. Out to Conley. Anderson outside. Passes it to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Magic trail by 11. Pass to Fultz. There's the pass to Banchero. Back to Fultz. The three. Sinks the triple. Fultz has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it, his second three of the game.
And the Timberwolves call time.
The free teacher. Let me hear you get loud, Magic fans.
For the Magic, Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Joe Ingles comes in for Harris. And it's Suggs in for Fultz. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Troy Brown comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Shake Milton in for McDaniels. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're leading by 8. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. Orlando's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And it's Wagner missing. Timberwolves leading by 8. Right side, Conley. Brown outside. Milton the pass to Conley. Another miss by Minnesota.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Anthony. He drains the quick shot. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice, smooth jump shot from Anthony. I like him in that medium range area.
Milton the pass to Reid. They need this one. Tries again. Brown outside. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Magic trail by 9. Outside Anthony. Pass to Wagner. To the middle. And taken away by Brown. 34 seconds left in the third. Conley the pass to Reid. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Reid's got his second bucket of the game to go. Orlando, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Outside Anthony. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Anthony against Conley. from deep three-point land. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Magic trail by 9. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got Naz Reid. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Milton in at the point. Ingles with the screen for Suggs. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Edwards kicks to Milton. Pass to Reid. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Back to Wagner. Ingles with the screen for Wagner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Putting himself on the line to get to the line. Wagner goes right into the defense there, forcing that contact.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
No denying the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
And he's good on the second. Here is Edwards. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Inside. It's tipped. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Here's Okeke. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Oh, here's Edwards. On the clock.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Einad's checked in. The Magic trail by 6. And here is Anthony. Wagner outside. Ingles finds Wagner. With the rebound. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game. Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Wagner passes to Anthony. Back to Wagner. Lets it fly from 18. That one no good. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Rebounded by Anthony. The Magic trail by 8. Down low, Okeke. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
A solid facilitator, Anthony, using that inherited, or DNA, if you will, instinct for passing.
Now here's Edwards. Inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Anthony. The shot from the low post is good.
Really smooth, polished finish from the point guard, Anthony, making that teardrop look all too easy.
Edwards passes to Reed. Now here's Milton. Over Anthony. A shot by Milton, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with Rivers.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves leading by 6. Edwards passes to Gobert. Milton against Anthony. Milton kicks to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Anthony against Milton. Carter with a screen on Milton. It's Anthony with the drive, and he gets it to go. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
It's Edwards on the wing. Milton wide open, he fires, drills it from outside.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Here's Milton. After the basket by Franz Wagner. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Reed. And here's Edwards from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Wagner. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. A step-back shot here. That shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 8. Edwards passes to Milton. Carter against Gobert. He dishes it to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Reed kicks to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Reed. That 3 off the mark. The Magic have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And he drops it in from the low post.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
Good timeout call right there. Looked like the guys were gassed. Heavy legs out there for sure.
Here we go, fans. It's the one and only 407.
the Magic. Banchero's checked in for Joe Ingles. Harris comes in for Suggs. And it's Fultz in for Anthony. And then for Minnesota, Anderson, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Shake Milton. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them pedal to the metal. He's adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And Wagner over to help. McDaniels finds Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Carter with a screen on Anderson. Here's Banchero. Just 4 to shoot. Looking for Carter. He gets it there.
Rustling feathers inside. Carter Jr. getting to the bucket one way or another, not to be denied.
Edwards looking it over. Now the pass to McDaniels. And Wagner over to help. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Anderson against Banchero. Carter at the elbow. Pass to Fultz. Over in the corner, Banchero. No good from outside. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Edwards drawing the double team. It's stolen by Carter. On the way, Harris. The dish to Banchero. Over in the corner, Fultz. The wing. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 8. Oh, here's Edwards. Gobert, the screen. 13 feet away. And finished off by Gobert.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 10. A minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter.
Time for the 407. Come on, everybody, make some noise. It's time for your 407 dance feed.
Banchero against Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Got to be smarter and tougher than this defensively. You can't give Banchero deep positioning like there.
Line for the Magic, Paolo Banchero. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
When you're the #1 pick like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well grounded. He's got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within single digits.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Gobert with a screen on Harris. Edwards passes to Gobert. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Minnesota.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Anderson with the ball. And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, you know, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.